This is Ralph Conrad on American Safari, and today I am here at the hostel in the forest with a man who began the hostel. His name is Tom Dennard. Tom, how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful.
Um, it's good. It's a beautiful place you've created here, and I'm really enjoying my stay.
Yeah.
Can you start just telling us a little bit about yourself, maybe an overview of your life?
Well, I was born in Georgia, and on a farm in Middle Georgia, and five generations of my ancestors had this farm there. My great-great-grandfather won thousands of acres in the 1833 land lottery, and so it was passed down, generations. And I was the first to lead the farm after five generations because I wanted to be my own person, and that was through the encouragement of my mother, who insisted that I go out and find myself and not be tied down to what had been handed down. So, of course, went to college and then backpacking around Europe and Asia after college probably changed my life because one thing I learned about hostels, I was very enamored with the idea of having my own hostel. So when I came back, I got this land by finding a man who was willing to sell the land without taking any money down because I didn't have any money. And it's a long story, but we built a couple of geodesic domes, and over the years have built tree houses, and we have hiking trails, and a lake for swimming and canoeing, and organic gardens, and we try to be as green as possible, and we're working in that direction. We made some strides, and hopefully one day we'll get there. But the hostel is a great place, and I love it, and I try to come here every day that I'm in town if I'm not traveling.
So what gave you the urge to go backpacking after college?
I've always had the wanderlust ever since I was a child. I was a map freak. As a little boy, I'd sit down on the floor with maps of the world and pretend that I was traveling. And I love traveling alone. I travel with my wife. Actually, my wife is a travel agent. She owns a travel agency, and so we travel together a lot. But I love hiking and backpacking and mountain climbing, and so I try to go alone a lot of times when I go places.
And so, during your first adventures out around the world and everything, you were staying at hostels here and there and all over, and gave you the idea. And then, since then, I guess the hostel's really been kind of the focus of your life.
Definitely, yeah.
And you have a job outside of the
I
hostel
do have
to
a
make
job,
money.
and of course I have a family. I have children. I have grandchildren. So, and my family, we're very close, and we spend as much time as we can together.
Have any of them been involved with the hostel?
As children, they all were, but now that they're all up and married and out on their own, they don't really have time to. They keep up with it, through me.
All right. Do you have any favorite stories or anything that you like to tell, like
about the hostel,
or travels or anything, just in your life, anything that stands out through the rest?
Well, I don't know. We were speaking earlier about taking groups hiking, and so we've done hiking trips in the west of the United States, and Arizona, and New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, and in Hawaii, Peru, Inca Trail, Sardinia, Morocco, Cornwall, French Alps, and Morocco, the Atlas Mountains. So we've done a lot of really, really nice trips. There's so many experiences that we've had in all of those, but I can't think of anything in particular that stands out.
It's all been wonderful.
Yeah,
together.
And we're leaving next month to go on a hiking trip to the Amalfi Coast in Italy. Have a group of 18 people who have signed up.
Nice. So, have you kept in contact or visited any hostels since you started this one? Do you?
In the beginning, and this hostel was opened in 1975, and so I was active in the American Youth Hostel Association and was on the board of directors of the American Youth Hostel Association for many years during the 80s, I guess. And but then in 1993, I was no longer on the board, and the Hostel Association put in a rule, a regulation, that all hostels had to have $2 million of liability insurance. And we tried to get liability insurance, and no company will insure us because they when they came out to investigate, they said you have to tear down all of the tree houses and you have to put chain link fences around your pool and your fish pond and your lake, and we can't insure you unless you do that. So we decided to get out of the Hostel Association rather than comply. I mean, I say we decided. It was a mutual decision because they couldn't let us stay in. So prior to that, the hostel was really a backpacking hostel, and everybody who came here, most everybody were from foreign countries, and we rarely had Americans here. They were from all over the world, and they were traveling in America and staying in hostels, and then after we got out of the Hostel Association, then we no longer got those people. But we, as we say, went green, I suppose, and became an eco-tourism destination because we tried to market, I suppose, the nature of this place, because we have 133 acres here, and it's all wooded and natural. We've left everything in its natural state except just where we put our geodesic domes in the tree houses. And so that, of course, has, as you know, become very popular in the last 10 years. And so we have a website, and we get over 150 hits a day on our website. And we get people coming here from everywhere. But most of the people who come here is word of mouth, because they come as a result of other guests who have been here. But if you do pull up eco-tourism destinations or hostels or whatever, you'll find us.
Yeah, they come near the top. So a lot of the changes that have happened over the years, is that part of the rotating the managers?
Well, yeah, certainly the managers and the staff here. We have a manager, and we always have at least 6 people on staff. And certainly, I don't mean to even imply that all of the things that we have done here are as a result of me or what my knowledge, because so much of it is from the knowledge of other people who come here, and not only the managers and staff, but the guests have contributed a great deal in not only ideas, but in actual hands-on work of building things and art and sculpture and all kinds of things that have been left here by guests.
Very good. We're at 9 minutes 30 seconds. So,
okay.
Is there anyone you'd like to say hello to or anything that might possibly see it? Or?
No, I just it was a pleasure to meet you last night at the Sweat Lodge, and I certainly hope I'll see you back again here at the hostel sometime.
I'm sure I will be. Then can I have your permission to post this on my website?
Certainly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And you want to say bye?